Hi, welcome to interview.com. Interview.com is a job portal. If you're looking for a job, you can log on to interview.com and you can post your resume. In this video, I'm going to continue with Java Fresher 75 Core Java interview question and answer list. So let's see the questions and answers. What is transient variable? Transient variables cannot be serialized. That means during the serialization process, transient variables states will not be serialized. State of the value will always be defaulted after deserialization. Say for example, you have a transient variable, okay, you set the value to 10 and you have serialized the complete object, and when you do a deserialization, what happens is this transient variable, the 10 that you set, will not be available, because since you mark that variable as a transient, that means you're saying that please skip the serialization process for this variable. Please skip the serialization process for this variable. So that's what it means. 12th question. In case there is a return at the end of try block, will execute finally block? Yes. The finally block will be executed even after writing a return statement at the end of try block. It returns after executing finally block. Okay, so finally block always dominates the returns and even the exceptions. Okay. 13th question. What is abstract class or abstract method? Abstract class, or we cannot create an instance for an abstract class. We can able to create an instance of its subclass. Abstract class means it's like you will be forcing some of the methods to be implemented by the subclass, okay, and you will also give common methods in the abstract class, okay, and you cannot create an instance of a abstract class because it loses its meaning. So all the common methods will go to the abstract class, and the subclass will do only the specific methods that is forced by the abstract class for you to write. Okay. What is the default value of a boolean? The default value of a boolean is false. When to use linked list or array list? Please remember, accessing elements are faster with array list because it is index based, but accessing is difficult with linked list. It is slow access. This is to access any element, you need to navigate through the elements one by one, but insertion and deletion is much faster with linked list, because if you know the node, just change the pointers before or after the node. So for deletion and insertion, linked list is good. For accessing or iterating, array list is good. What is a daemon thread? Daemon thread is a low priority thread. It runs intermittently in the background and takes care of the garbage collection operation for the Java runtime system. By calling setDaemon method, you can make a thread as daemon thread. It's a low priority thread which will be running in the background. Does each thread in Java uses separate stack? Very important in interview question. In Java, every thread maintains its own separate stack. It is called runtime stack, but they share the same memory. What is the difference between enumeration and iterator? The functionality of enumeration and the iterator are same. You can get remove from iterator to remove an element, while the enumeration does not have remove method. Does system.exit in try block executes the finally block? It will not execute the finally block because system.exit will shut down your JVM, so the finally block will not be executed at all. What is fail fast in Java? A fail fast system is nothing but immediately reporting any failure. Whenever problem happens, immediately I will inform the called method that is likely to lead to failure. When a problem occurs, a fail fast system, if I fails immediately. In Java we can find this behavior in iterators. Very important Java integration. They might ask what is fail fast and where you can see this behavior. You should say you can see in iterator, and the behavior is whenever fail, inform it very fast. Okay. What is finally and finalize method? Final keyword is used to avoid the subclass. If you mark a class as final, you cannot extend that class. If you mark a method as final, you cannot override that method. If you mark a variable, you cannot reinitialize that variable. Finally, you know that in try catch it comes, finally block will be executed for cleanup. Finalize method, before any cleanup, this final before the garbage collector removes an object, this finalize method will be called. In Java, true false keyword or keywords. True false and null might looks like keyword, but they are actually literals. Very simple but tricky Java interpretation. What is the purpose of garbage collection? Please remember, garbage collection process is to identify the objects which are no longer referenced or needed by the program so that their resources can be reclaimed and reused. These identify objects will be discarded, that means removed from the memory. Say you have created an object, but finally you mark that object to null and it is unreachable, it becomes unreachable. Okay, so those orphan objects will be removed by the garbage collection. What is the difference between wait and sleep methods in Java? Sleep method, it is a static method on thread class. It makes current thread into not runnable state for specified amount of time. This time the thread keeps the lock. Very important, it keeps the lock it has required. So very important, critical, because if you obtain the lock and sleep for more time, there will be a performance hit in your application. Wait, it is a method on an object class. It makes a current thread into not runnable. Wait state is called an object, not a thread. Before calling wait method, the object should be synchronized, means the object should be inside the synchronous block. The call to wait release the acquired lock. That's the difference. It keeps the lock. Sleep method keeps the lock. This will release the lock. Hope these 15 questions are useful for your Java interview preparation. I'm going to explain you the remaining 50 questions in the upcoming videos. Thank you and all the best for your interview. Thank you.